What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, QQQ, and the S&P 500. Now, specifically, what we need to look at is the small little dip that we just had within most of the major cryptocurrencies. In my opinion, it's not really too much to be worrying about, although I do believe some of you probably are getting a little bit nervous with the correction, the little small dip in the prices here. You can see for, let's say, like Solana here, we are starting to see a bit of turbulence, a bit of resistance, which is all right. We have XRP consolidating. This looks excellent here, but aside from the small drop that we've had this morning here, Ethereum is still consolidating. Bitcoin is on the up and up. QQQ had a significant drop, and the S&P 500 had a pretty significant drop. But again, it's nothing really to worry about here, as we have managed to breach above resistance here. And in my opinion, that would mean we could, even if we consolidate down, I believe we are due to head higher. This just proves that volume is still here in the market, and we should probably see that reversal fairly soon. Now, outside of that, moving forward, I want to focus on XRP because I think we are very much so due for a movement very soon. You can see as we fill in this gap here, we are looking for us to kind of get right in this level here, and I want to see a pop. But again, totally doesn't matter. We could either drop over here or drop over here. It does not matter at all. So it really just comes down to when the breakout is going to come so that we can time it, get in, and hopefully either short this to the downside or long it to the upside here on whatever exchange of your choosing. But with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. Let's get right into today's episode. So guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, remember Margex is giving away up to a $10,000 bonus in bonus money for those that decide to make a deposit on the exchange. It's pretty much, it's capped at 10K, but you can get 20% back in your deposit amount. So if a 10K is deposited, that would be 2K in bonus money. Now, the bonus money isn't withdrawable, but you can trade around with it, and all profits earned off that can be withdrawn, which is a cool little bonus feature. I like to call it practically like exchange arbitrage, but outside of that, moving forward from there, you can see here, and we'll go over Margex later on in today's video, that the markets right now, we're only up about 0.82% here, consolidating. Fear and greed index shows neutral, 42. It's actually starting to head a little bit lower here, which is definitely a good sign. I'd like to think that the lower we are, the less volume we have as of this moment, the better we'll be moving forward here, because it opens up possibilities of seeing reversals to the upsides or swings to the upsides. It gives us more room for the possibility of getting that movement instead of us being extremely overbought and not really having any upside left. Now with us being at like 42, if anything, it screams now there is room and potential for us to head higher, which is good news if you ask me. Now across the board here, top 10 cryptocurrencies, we are consolidating. Markets are up about 1%, maybe down 1 or 2%. Ethereum's down 4%. Or that's on the hourly. Let's look at the 24. It's pretty much just consolidating here, and markets are only up 0.82%. So really nothing exactly is happening or going on here. It's just consolidation at this point. Now, as you can see, we are starting to consolidate up here, and honestly, it doesn't look too bad. We're really not going to any new levels in the markets here. We're pretty much peaking, like hitting the top of where we've been before. So nothing is like, oh, we're missing out on a run. Nothing's like, oh, we're starting to correct here. It's pretty much just kind of ping-ponging inside fractals that we've already been in over the past couple of months here. So like to look at XRP as an example, and if anything, going back to the discovery yesterday, you can see several days now, we've been tracking what appears to be like symmetrical triangles on one of these cryptos. This was like a week ago, but like as of a couple days ago, you can see we have this beautiful descending fractal, like this bull flag formation here. Then swing forward to a couple of days ago here, we've discovered that there's symmetrical triangles inside the bull flag, the descending fractal. You can see here with the outline too. And then yesterday, we've confirmed that this is going to lead to a breakout that could come fairly soon, which I'm excited for. I likely think it could come as early as this weekend. Hopefully it pushes till Monday, because that's when volume will re-enter the markets here. But until then, we're kind of just sitting ducks. But I'm very, very, very confident that we are destined to see that movement here, because we have a beautiful flag pull up, a beautiful descending fractal heading lower here. And you can see here, we are starting to consolidate higher lows, lower highs, filling in this gap, hitting that resistance here. We confirmed closure below that, and we fell inside the bull flag formation. Well, here's now number 2, a second one forming. Here we are now filling in this gap on an uptrend to the upside here. Now we're hitting resistance, turbulence. So we are starting to fill in this gap. Volume is slowly trickling off. You can see that here. And what we are looking for now is a decision. As we start to rally up on this, we're going to get stuck between a rock and a hard place. We have this top resistance right here. We have this bottom support right here. As we fill in this gap here, we need to figure it out. Are we going to confirm closure above this resistance and rally up? Or will we break below floor and rally down? Regardless, either opportunity will yield profits. Either result will yield profits, because now finally we have exchanges where we can short and long cryptocurrency, which is excellent. So wait for that signal. Wait for that confirmation. It's simple. It's easy. We've done it on other cryptos in the past. I'm trying to find it here. Like Bitcoin could be an example, but in the past on like XRP, just going back to the 31st of January here, with that confirmation right here, it caused a short. So that very same thing could happen, and we could see another short where we fall off a cliff here, nosedive to the downside, but it would be with extreme volume, like you can see was this little correction here was all this volume right here. We'd very likely see that same thing, and that would be enough for us to buy in and short XRP to the downside here. So pay close attention to that, as I think that is a very, very, very likely possibility that could come. And you guys were asking prices. Somebody had said, I'm sorry, but if you're still watching this, I will start listing off prices here. The current price is at $2.60 for XRP. Likely, we're looking for a break above $2.67. The resistance here, we're looking for a daily closure above $2.70 here. And we're looking for a closure below $2.62 here, or like 60 to 64 cents. Regardless, it doesn't matter. We're looking for that daily closure. That would be enough for us to confirm it here. And then we could easily see positions as high as $3.70, or we'll fall down a moving average, which ideally would be between $2.28 and $2.09 here. Just this flip is the ideal break that we will look for on specifically XRP. But outside of that, looking at other cryptocurrencies, you can see like Solana here, we have a massive descending fractal forming here. It has been consolidating since back in January of 2025, filling in this gap. It is a stair-stepping pattern heading lower and lower and lower, but we did hit some sort of support. We are consolidating out. And again, what we are waiting for is for us to confirm closure above this massive downtrend in yellow that we have not been able to break at all. Since its inception of this descending fractal, it hasn't broken it. So we are now coming near about $179. We confirm closure above 179, maybe at 181, 182. We close that candle there. Being that we're undervalued, we could easily see us rally up to 210. Or even higher. It'd be excellent here. But again, we break through the floor at 170 and we will fall. It all comes down to when we close on the daily charts, will it be above or below these major resistances? That would be enough of a sign for us to figure out which direction to buy in. Now you can do so on whatever exchange of your choosing here. For example, Margex here, we've been tracking a very beautiful descending fractal. The same one you can see on the Coinbase chart. This is the one on Margex. You can see here we have a very obvious bull flag. Beautiful rally up, a stair-stepping lower high, lower low pattern. Extremely convenient. This is what we're looking at here. What we are looking for is closure above the blue band here. If we confirm closure, like I said, above 179, we close at 182, 183 on the daily charts. We get that price to close there. It would be very likely we will have the volume to easily swing up. It could be as high as 280. It could be very high for Solana here. So make sure to check out Margex with the link down in the description below. There's a $10,000 sign-up bonus for those that decide to join with the link down in the description. Margex is a great exchange. Definitely make sure to check them out here. They will be adding XRP shortly. That was the only issue where they lost liquidation from one of their partners here, so they had to remove XRP given what was happening in the US like a couple years ago here, but they should be re-adding it since it's almost that lawsuit's pretty much done, and they've pretty much won it, which is exciting news here. It just tied everybody up and messed everything up for several years, which is lovely. But otherwise, moving forward from Solana and XRP, Ethereum here also looks pretty good though, because we have this very large bull flag forming here, very large uptrend to the upside here, and a very textbook stair-stepping pattern here. You can see the beautiful daily bull flag. It don't get any easier than that. We are looking for closure above maybe $2,820, $2,820. We are below moving average here on the daily, so we are undervalued, and we should be coming back up to retest it. That's truly where I see us moving to. It's only a matter of time, though, but that is truly where I can see prices moving at the minimum to. But because of how large the Ethereum bull flag is, the fractal, I could easily see flags moving us up to over $4,000. We could easily see a $4,000 Ethereum if we break through resistance here. We're caught up on an uptrend here, a very solid uptrend at that. And if we can break through that, we could easily see moving all the way up to like $4,000, which would be incredible, but very likely. I mean, everything is gearing up for massive bull flags. The longer these take to consolidate, the higher we could possibly go, the bigger the fractal here. Bitcoin looks good too. Consolidating, though, step between a rock and a hard place, like 106, 107 is kind of its all-time highs with daily candle certainty. It's wicked up to like 109, but we're consolidating like that. We've bounced off kind of moving average on this uptrend here. So very likely, I suspect us to start to consolidate higher. So keep your eyes peeled on the Bitcoin chart too. QQQ consolidating down a bit. We should be already opened as of today, but I'd likely think that we'll probably rebound off that. Same thing goes with the stock market here, maybe a little rebound action, but otherwise we look all right. But with that being said, guys, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.